So I basically finished polishing off my two-dimensional array little game engine that I wrote from scratch. It's just a console app that is printing a two-dimensional array, kind of like a tick system. Originally, I had the whole game in some giant main file, and obviously that's not the best thing. So I've split it up into multiple classes, and basically my main is just a very simple running of the game now. I have the actual game loop in a class that I called run game, and I split up a lot of the logic, like the bullet movement stuff for the player, as well as the AI or the NPCs. So that's handling all of the different stuff. You have my bullet movement, and then there's a bunch of other functions that are controlling that too. And then bullet impact on monster, and then we have. I also do manual freeing of the memory because I have it in a map container. So it's just a key value pair, and it has a pointer to whatever monster that I have, because I have the monsters in an inheritance hierarchy. I also added a boss monster, which is, I made it inherit from the drone monster, which is the basically the middle of the class hierarchy, because I wanted it to have the same movement logic, because that's what I've been overriding in the base class, is just the movement logic. And I wanted it to have the same movement, but just the added ability to teleport. And if I actually go to the teleport logic, here, let me find the run game. There we go. So what I have here is, since I have the map container that has a base class pointer, and then it holds both the drone monster and the boss monster classes. So I have a dynamic cast here, so if it checks and sees that, oh, this is a boss monster, then I'm going to say, yes, it's a boss monster, and then I'm going to do the teleport. The teleport happens after 100 movement, because I have a move counter. Every time it moves, I counter. I make a count of that. So that's basically how I've been tracking that. The interesting thing is how I wrote the teleport is it's working along the y-axis. So that would be the columns of the two-dimensional array instead of the rows. So it's creating a random number between -10 and +10, and then checking to see if what was generated there is an empty spot. And it's based on the position of my player, so it's going to be teleporting close to my player, either on the left side or the right side, 10 spaces. But I ended up having an array out of bounds access crash, and I figured out that is because I was trying to access a position in the array. If I'm close to like a wall, and then it's trying to access an array position that's out of bounds of my map, then it's not going to be able to access it, and then it throws an error. So I just added a condition statement here that checks the column size to make sure that it's in the right vicinity of it. So I'm just going to run the game. I have a little I have a login menu that I built. I'm gonna be adding a persistence layer, so I'm gonna be doing some Spring Boot with Java to make it so that you can track users that have created an account, and you can track like scoreboards and leaderboards. So I think that would be a good portfolio thing. But yeah, this is how it's running right now. I'm tracking the bullet size of my container just to make sure that I'm deleting it properly and freeing the memory, because I'm doing manual memory management, so I'm not using like smart pointers or anything like that. So I could do that, but this was just an exercise in that specific way of doing it, so that's why I wanted to do that. But if I kill this guy, I can show you how it's actually able to change levels. Oh, come on, die. Oh my god. Wow, he doesn't want to die. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so it's just going to hit the wall and then it's going to change to the next level. And this is level 2. I wanted to show you guys the boss monster because I think that it would be a cool little demo too. Yeah, so you guys can see the teleportation. There we go. Yeah, so the ampersand there is the boss monster. And if you just look at him move, you can see eventually he'll teleport. And lucky for me, it's not crashing anymore because I was able to fix the out of bounds or array access thing. So there we go. Yeah, you saw him teleport there. Yeah, so that's pretty much it. I have like 4 levels, but the refactoring was pretty nice. It looks a lot cleaner now. You know, like the drone monster just has the movement logic, like the move AI logic, and that's being inherited by the boss monster. So I don't have to inherit from the enemy monster, which is just an abstract base class that I'm using. Essentially, it's just doing the set coordinates logic. But yeah, that's about it.